Kickback gang, what's good with y'all,
What's
fam?
good with y'all?
Y'all see what we got, gang? We got a throwback. We got Nick Crowley. We got the Mr. Sleepy People rabbit hole.
What that mean?
I don't know.
Should I be in this video? Cause sleepy. I'm always sleepy.
Tired, so. Hey, y'all already know what to do. Snack up. Just go ahead and kick back and chill like you regular with the fam. Let's tap into the video.
Let's get into the video.
Let's get it. Following video is highly disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Highly disturbing. I don't think that's me then.
What's going on?
This isn't what many of you may think. This is not a scene from some obscure horror movie. It's not a performance or some kind of art project. This is no ARG. What this is the beginning of a rabbit hole. It's the first step into a twisted world, hidden from the public eye in the very deepest depths of YouTube. A community whose dark practices have fallen through the cracks, unnoticed by most of the world for over a decade. Until today. October 26th, 2011. The day our story starts as the video Brie I Check Part 1 would be posted to YouTube, where it remains to this day. The clip serves as the inaugural video for a channel called MrSleepyPeople and showcases what can best be described as a bizarre scene. In it, we see the cameraman film a couple sleeping in a small bed in what appears to be a basement or other windowless room. The man approaches quietly, to the point where the camera is left just inches away from the woman's face, which then leads to the disturbing scene we watched earlier. The cameraman uses his free hand to pry open the girl's eye. At one point, he even touches the bare eye in a vigorous manner, and then proceeds to open both of them simultaneously, before eventually releasing her eyes and turning off the camera. With all of this being done without waking either of the two sleeping people up. It's a horrifying video, and one that leaves so many questions. But as the title states, this is merely part 1, and less than a month later, in November of 2011, MrSleepyPeople would release part 2. Brie Sexy Eyes Part 2, a video that plays out virtually the same scene as before. The man approaches the sleeping couple and proceeds to play with the woman's sleeping eyes. The video features no description and no explanation as to what we are seeing on our screens, just the shocking footage and nothing else. And as strange and concerning as this all is, it only got darker when just a week later, Part 3 would be posted.
That's weird.
Brie Drunk and Passed Out Part 3. Despite the first two videos not even reaching the 2.5-minute mark, this video was a whopping 9 minutes. The room is much darker this time, but the premise of the video stays the same. Just more of this person touching a lady named Brie's eyes. And to make matters worse, according to the title, not only was she sleeping.
Y'all think that's weird?
Right, that is weird. Like, do they know each other? Like he's sneaking these people's house, touching their eyes. Like,
Are you getting them drunk and stuff and doing stuff to them,
putting something in their drink or whatever.
Hey, what's going on?
You can't touch my eyeballs and I will wake up. You can't tell me.
Right.
I wake up easy.
And to make matters worse, according to the title, not only was she sleeping, but she was also supposedly drunk and passed out at the time of filming this. What have we stumbled upon? What are these videos?
Right.
Well, to understand this requires a deep dive into this MrSleepyPeople channel. But for now, what I can say is that these videos are simply the beginning.
Damn.
Concerning his videos on this lady named Brie, MrSleepyPeople has 7 videos featuring her. 7 different videos of this man playing with this woman's sleeping eyes. while another person sleeps just inches away. It's one of the strangest things I've ever seen, and it doesn't end there. In fact, Mr. Sleepy People's channel has 38 videos following this same mold with as many as 10 different women. 38 videos of him opening sleeping girls' eyes, all spread out evenly within the past 9 years, with his latest post coming back in January of 2020. Whatever it is that this man is doing, he has been doing it consistently for a very long time. And if there's one thing that is clear when watching these videos, is that whatever this is, he knows he's not supposed to be doing it. Every video shows him quietly sneaking around the rooms of these ladies in the dark, very obviously trying not to get caught. With perhaps the most obvious example of this coming from a video on March 7th of 2017, entitled Lovely Big Brown Eye Check 2. The video starts the same as all the others, but something happens in the closing seconds that gives us a disturbing glimpse into the mindset of Mr. Sleepy People. As he holds her eye open, the sleeping girl suddenly blinks, indicating that she is about to wake up. As this happens, we see him quickly jolt away in an obvious attempt to not get caught. It's a moment that to me confirms the idea that he is not supposed to be doing whatever.
That's what I was wondering. Would somebody ever wake up like with that bright light in their face?
Like I still say, like, did he break in these people's house and just happen to know when they're sleeping and just
So he got an eyeball fetish.
Must be.
And people got feet fetish and stuff, different other stuff, but this man just like
eyeballs.
weird. I never seen anything like this.
I never even heard of
anything like this.
Sleepy.
It's a moment that to me confirms the idea that he is not supposed to be doing whatever it is he's doing, which this idea alone makes the entire channel all the more concerning, as it seems he's doing these bizarre behaviors to people who have no idea what's happening to them. And the things he has done in these videos go far beyond what I've shown you. For starters, he's not only doing this to unaware sleeping women, but as I mentioned before, he has also done this to what he claims to be drunk or passed out girls as well. And that wasn't a one-off thing. Just going off the titles and some of his descriptions, he has seemingly victimized drunk women in the majority of these videos, a disturbing fact that will come into play more as this mystery unfolds. Now, skimming through his catalog of videos, I noticed something off-putting in a video called Quick I Check, which was posted back in January of 2014. The video itself is creepy enough as usual, but the truly horrifying part to me comes in the description. There he writes, "Gave a quick eye check, didn't have much time to do it, which is no good. Her eyes were very beautiful and big, and also very tasty when I licked them and cleaned them for her while she was drunk asleep."
What?
Now this to me was actually a turning point for this channel. I couldn't help but feel like this was an indication that the whole channel is some kind of weird art project. After all, licking eyes...
Eyeballs tasty?
Oh my god. Did he really put his tongue in these people's eyeballs? And say tasty? I've heard a lot of things, but I've never heard nobody do some stuff like this before.
Some weird, crazy people out here.
Yes. There's people out here tasting the eyeballs.
Tasting eyeballs, licking eyeballs.
Oh man, I'm really glad I don't sleep that hard.
For real, I used to be heavy sleeping. Not no more.
That the whole channel is some kind of weird art project. After all, licking eyes is clearly disturbing, and it just sounds like someone trying to be very dark and very edgy. Especially given the fact that he didn't actually do this on camera, he only talked about it. It really made me think that this was all somehow faked. But this wasn't the case. October 26th. 2016, Mr. Sleepy People posts a 15-second clip entitled Quick Sleepy Eye Check, Lick. And I think many of you know where this is headed.
Heard him.
Oh, heck no.
Bro, somebody got.
It's a clip that truly left me speechless.
get
What kind of rabbit hole is
These what
this?
they did in it?
But as twisted as this video was, it did solidify something for me, that this channel is real. I mean, no matter how good of an actor you are, no one would be able to fake this. It is human nature to shut your eyes if something even comes near them. So even for the sake of acting, no one would be able to sit through this. So it almost has to be real. And he's been doing this for so long. So not only is this not fake, but this man seems to love what he's doing. Now, as I mentioned before, it's a channel that leaves so many questions, but something I was shocked about was how these women weren't waking up when this was happening to them.
What's going on?
But a quick Google search revealed that once you enter deep stages of sleep, your eyes can actually be opened without you waking up, as you can't actually see when your brain is sleeping. This is given the fact that all your eyes really do is reflect light. It's your brain that has to interpret that into sight. And so, as surprising as it may seem, many deep sleepers would actually just sleep right through this, especially if that person sleeping is drunk and passed out. And for the most part, when he touches and moves these eyes around, these girls tend to have contact lenses in, meaning that they likely wouldn't feel much of anything. Plus, one of the girls he frequently does this to is, according to his description, partially blind. So as crazy as this all seems, the fact that they are not waking up is actually easily explained. But this can only be done during specific stages of sleep, which leads to an off-putting thought that this Mr. Sleepy People has to know which stages of sleep these women are in before performing these acts, meaning that he likely has to be waiting and watching as they sleep before actually going in and doing this stuff. It is a horrifying thought, but it almost has to be true, given the fact that he never actually gets caught, so clearly he knows what he's doing. Now, another burning question that I was left with was, who are these women? How did he have access to what appeared to have been 10 plus separate girls over the course of 9 years? Well, judging by his first few videos, this Brie girl is sleeping with another man in what appears to be a basement, and the same is true with other girls throughout the channel. So there is a possibility that he is sneaking into homes and doing this.
You say that,
but I have a much more likely explanation. Roommates. I think it's very possible that this person is simply living with other men, and they have their girlfriends sleep over occasionally, to which Mr. Sleepy People then records. He would know their sleeping patterns, and he could check on them without being suspicious, because he lives there too. It's just so unlikely that he would sneak into different homes so consistently without detection, and it would make a lot more sense if this was happening in his own home. It also seems likely, especially in more recent videos, that the women featured are perhaps in a relationship with him, as he seems to be more touchy, even holding them against his chest in some videos, with him having even admitted in one of the descriptions that the girl shown in the video was a friend. So we have a good guess as to a few things at this point. We can assume that this is very real, given the legitimate touching and licking. We can assume that this person isn't supposed to be doing this, as he is constantly sneaking around. Meanwhile, it's likely that these girls have no idea this is even being done. And we can assume that the majority of these girls are likely this man's roommates, girlfriends, or just hookups. But we still don't know the answer to what may very well be the biggest question posed here. What is the point of this content? What are we actually watching
eyeball
here?
fetish.
And why is it on YouTube?
Like that.
Well, having dove into this topic, the best answer I can give is that this is some kind of fetish, an idea that may be confirmed by Mr. Sleepy People's comment section.
Other weirdos like that.
Now, I think most people who would watch something like this would be incredibly confused and terrified. And I think it would be safe to assume that videos like this would receive a lot of dislikes and negative comments, just given how twisted it all seems. But surprisingly...
Why would you think that it's a lot of twisted, weird people in this world? You would think that it would get a lot of dislikes. You would think, you like, oh yeah, people typing and going crazy. Man, ain't There's plenty of people like him out here.
Plenty. Eyeball lickers.
Hopefully ain't nobody sneaking in y'all house doing that. Y'all better get some cameras.
Boy.
Comments, just given how twisted it all seems. But surprisingly, this isn't the case. Despite a modest subscriber count of over 2,000 people over the course of his 38 videos, MrSleepyPeople has amassed 1.7 million views, with almost every video reaching at least 10,000 views. And these videos are extremely well received, with most averaging a 90% like to dislike ratio. And this ratio and these view counts are not caused by bots or spam. He has a disturbingly active and very passionate comment section on nearly every video he posts, with comments like, "Such a hot nose, you should do a nose nostril check too. Try to play with her nose next time. If you're feeling dirty, go inside too, that would be fun. Get some mouth play when she snores. Wonderful, the beauty of the sleeping female. Relaxed face expressions, calm soft breathing, body limpness, complete unawareness. After she went out, how long did you wait to start filming? Yes, the lower eyelids again. More. My wife passes out like this every night, lol. I love messing with her eyes, mouth, and feet. Should I have stripped her down? If she's that drunk, you should do more. Good vid though. Interesting that you have a girl this drunk and all you do is hold her eye open. My GF wouldn't mind me doing that to her, I'm sure." What the hell is this? And this is just a small sample size. The channel is filled with comments just like these, with people who are loving the videos and want this person to do even more. And based off of the way these comments are worded, saying to strip her down, begging for more videos, using phrases like hot and sexy, while asking to see feet and mouth play. It reveals what could previously only be assumed, that these videos are meant to be sexual. At least to these people in this community, they get off to this strange practice. And in many ways, it seems like these commenters are almost living their fantasies through this MrSleepyPeople account, just like many do when they watch pornography, as they are sending in requests in incredibly desperate manners, perhaps indicating that they can't do this in their real life, but they can have this guy do it for them and film it.
Crazy.
It just keeps getting stranger. But as I said before, this is a rabbit hole, one that plummets to the very depths of this site, and MrSleepyPeople is just the start. As when you search up eye checks and look at his subscription list, you find dozens of channels with hundreds of videos of this same practice. One of these channels, OSMKZHS, dates all the way back a full decade and features just 5 grainy videos of sleeping women having their faces manipulated by a man behind the camera. And though it isn't active today, the fact that this channel was prevalent so long ago shows us that this fetish style of video is nothing new. And it is still prevalent to this day, as evident by a channel called REM Sleeper. The channel is just 3 weeks old, but in that time, it has already posted 20 videos, many of which being done on what he describes as drunk girls. And it's shocking the number of views that all of these accounts are pulling. And again, all positive comments. This is no small community that is watching these videos. This is a fairly large group.
Ain't that so crazy? Like how we always say, like those strange people that like them strange things, and they be your coworkers, they be your friends,
neighbors,
your family, your neighbor, the people that you letting up in your house, sleeping.
That you think you know.
Right, you think really you're comfortable in the house with them. Then in your room recording you and touching your eyeballs and doing whatever, especially if you passed out drunk.
People do more. All this, like, wow.
Posting over sleeping women being touched in various ways, and this is only what we're seeing on YouTube. As it turns out, there is also what appears to be a black market-like trade of these videos. That's all happening behind the scenes, a fact that is proved within the comments of many of these videos, with people asking if they want to trade personal clips. even sharing emails and phone numbers, personal clips, even sharing emails and phone numbers, so they can trade their own videos behind the scenes. Something that I can only assume is being done because these people don't have permission to be filming these girls in their personal videos, so they don't want to post them onto YouTube to avoid being caught. This also may be done because these videos could be even more graphic, to the point where they wouldn't be allowed on YouTube. It's also important to note that every single person commenting on these videos and posting their own videos are men, and every one of these eye checks are done on women, leading me to believe that this isn't just about the eyes. It's just as much the sleeping or drunk girl, which makes this next discovery all the more concerning. It seems that every channel that posts or comments on these videos has their own playlists, and these playlists link to thousands of other videos in this genre, showing us just how widespread this is. I mean, there's a channel called Have To Be Gone that has a playlist with 667 videos in it, most of which featuring passed out women being messed with while they sleep. And these videos can be far more graphic than we've seen, with some showing old film reels of actual dead female bodies, and others showing videos of women having seizures. And all of this is being fetishized. But though the graphicness and the sheer number of these videos that are out there is shocking, there is something else very strange that you can find in these playlists. The topic of hypnosis. It is something that is sprinkled within many of these playlists, as there are often videos that show women being hypnotized, and some of these are actual tutorials of how to hypnotize people to the point where they can't move and are completely unaware, thus giving you total control. It seems that these people are into the idea of hypnotizing women, as women being asleep and unaware is such a large part of this fetish. And it's even possible they may be trying to learn this trade in order to more fully control these women, so that they can use them at their will. Now, I try not to be a person who judges others, especially when it comes to sexual preference. But if you think about this fetish as a whole, it is inherently problematic. These videos show women who are unaware, drunk, sleeping, and potentially even hypnotized in some. And something that all of these things have in common is that it makes it impossible for these women to consent. You can't say no to something that you don't even know is happening. And these acts are sexual in the minds of the people consuming and making this content. So therefore their actions should be considered sexual as well, given the fact that it's their intention. And to me, this appears to be the basis of this fetish. I think they like the idea of messing with a girl who has no control, and who certainly can't say no. This is why these girls are always sleeping and drunk, and it also explains why hypnosis videos, seizure videos, and even clips of dead women are in these playlists. It all shows girls who have no control over their bodies. It is just so twisted, as this whole fetish centers around a lack of consent. These girls don't know they're being filmed. They don't know they're being touched like this. And even if on the off chance they did agree to this beforehand, consent happens in the moment. It can't be given beforehand. Also, consent can't be given when you're drunk anyway. This fetish is twisted, and in every way possible, it is just wrong. With that in mind, I want to close with the most disturbing part of this all. Kids.
Mm-hmm.
8 years ago, MrSleepyPeople would post a video entitled "Rem Little Sis," and the video shows what clearly seems to be a child sleeping. For the man behind this and all of his followers, this is a sexualized video. They watch this like pornography, and it's not only of his sister, but his underaged sister, a literal child. And unfortunately, there are multiple examples of this hidden within these endless playlists. These people are not only sexualizing unconsenting adults, but they are sexualizing sleeping children. And if that isn't bad enough,
crazy.
they then post those videos online for people to get off to. It just doesn't get any more screwed up than this. And I want you all to keep in mind that these women and children almost certainly have no idea that right now as we speak, people are viewing videos of them being toyed with in their sleep.
These people
For thousands of people on the internet to watch.
Why are these people still here?
These people need to be caught, man. They need to get behind.
There's so many of them out there, just unbelievable, man.
And it's so crazy because it's not somebody just randomly sneaking into your house doing it. It's people that they know.
Right.
That's
people
the
that
sick,
they
twisted
know.
part of it. And how would they ever know? Unless they typing in, oh, let me see, Sleepy. They're not thinking about that. I didn't even know nothing about
somebody, I'm sure the person weird who's watching that is not going to tell them, oh, I saw you on Sleeping.
Right.
Somebody might.
Or unless, like, somebody just came across that, like, wait, hold up. That look like so-and-so.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
Sexual way. So it's clear that this community should not be allowed to exist here on YouTube. But the scary part is that on the off chance YouTube does actually terminate these accounts, they can do nothing to stop the behind-the-scenes trading of these videos.
That's true.
And if this is the kind of stuff that they feel comfortable sharing, well, I can only imagine the sickening things that are shown in those clips.
I can imagine.
I want to give a huge thank you to my gold tier patrons.
I can imagine the stuff that they're sharing behind closed doors.
Behind them closed doors.
Getting their loved ones, getting their girlfriends and their own freaking siblings and kids and stuff, and sharing it to others.
Savage.
Oh, these
Don't
people
care.
are freaking cruel, man. And they're
Nasty.
sick, they're twisted, they got a mental, they need something, I don't know. They need to be locked up and put away for the rest of their
Have
damn
a good
life.
Separation from us and them.
Put them away.
Yeah,
Lock them up and throw away the key.
Be careful out here. Be careful.
And be careful who you letting your. This is crazy because it could be your own damn boyfriend.
Yeah, you don't even know your own girlfriend, your
girlfriend,
own
yeah. But it's mostly men was doing it.
Most of the men. That's weird.
But what if?
Everybody got anything, but they say mostly the men was doing it. The
That-
females
that's
be
not-
careful out here.
That's a
Please.
sick fetish.
Don't get all drunk like that. You won't.
Just got lock your room door. You gotta put some cameras in your own room and stuff like that, just to make sure ain't nobody coming in there and watching you sleeping, recording you, and licking your eyeballs and doing whatever the
People
hell
is crazy.
else.
Y'all let us know your thoughts on this right here. This one was crazy. What else y'all want us to react to? Drop it down below. Y'all know we're gonna get to it. We love y'all, man. We catch you next one, KBG.
Catch y'all next one.